KWE, Anaya. I knew this shit was going to happen. Pardon my language. I just got up from an app looking at my email accounts. Right now it's about 19 after 2 in the morning, in the afternoon. And it's still Monday. I knew this thing was coming down this way. As soon as I heard their video, I knew it. They were going to throw the UCMJ at their ass. Ed, you haven't served in the military, and neither has Anaya. Otherwise, you don't know what the UCMJ is like. Neither do I, but I lived with a vet, and I do know what it's like. Civilians are not exactly allowed in these kind of things unless we're actually able to get into court cases like this. We're related to the plaintiff, or actually to the defendant at that point. And usually military tribunals aren't publicized, at least not through normal channels anyway. They announced this crap on X. And for those who keep following X, it's still public, somewhat. It was only a matter of time before Senator Kelly was going to get his ass kicked, not to mention the six. How long have they been talking about this among themselves over this thing? Pardon me for a second. How long? Because we're talking about this had to go on for a short time to nearly a long time of discussion of seeing how Trump has been activating, going thermonuclear on options. And we're also talking about how far they're going to go to get martyrs. Now, have you guys... Sorry about the camera angles. Have you guys understood about being a martyr? Christ was a martyr. God sent Christ down to be a martyr. And what we're looking at here is something that's going to be kicking someone's butt over this thing. This isn't the easiest call to make. But we know this because of our own understanding of what... Okay, I'm going into a place where no one has gone before, so... Forgive this sight. But we are talking about a situation that was called for and is going to get blood. Christ was sent to have blood spilled. A way to prove martyrism. A way to prove that God was serious about what he was doing. Give me a pause. Had to get my water. Sorry about the angles. I'm going to make you sick again. This situation was called for because regarding tyrants, they need martyrs, they need sacrifices, they need victims. They need to prove that they are in charge and therefore their will is law. This is tyranny. They are proving to everybody they are in charge, not you, the public. I know you in general are... Well, we're going to be putting this under scrutiny, pal. You being outsiders, Canadians, would have nothing to say or do about this one. Because you're not of the Trump. You're not of the United States. You're not of the opinion of the United States. How dare you? You who are not of the Trump, and therefore will not have a say in this because the Trump rules everything. It's not just that. It's not just that. Something of this nature. Every time there's a tyrant out there who wants to make an example. If I want to look at it in one particular aspect at this point, Pontius Pilate and King Herod had their blood sacrifice in the name of Christ. In the name of their justice. In the name of their tyranny. Who is the tyranny? Who is the government? Rome. Rome. And Rome must have sacrifices. They weren't looking for them. They were just getting them left and right. And we have got ours. Jesus was blood sacrifice. He sacrificed in the name of Caesar. If you want to look at it that particular point of view. Which is terrifying enough as it is. Now here we are looking at this kind of situation and trying to make all these kind of connections how we can relate with this. At least that's what I'm doing at this point. Is I am trying to prove a point of one way. They knew what they were going into, the six. They knew they wanted to say something against Trump. And they knew they were going to sacrifice everything they had. Their freedom, their livelihood, their lives, their honor. Everything. They're willing to make a point. As soon as these guys popped up on the radar and sent the video, the die was already cast. The war's on. And they will be made blood sacrifices. Now either they can put this on public or they keep this private. Hegseth and Trump wanted it public. They wanted to show their dominance over everybody. We are in so much guano, it's not even funny. There'll be more to talk about this one. But this was a shot across the bow, and we're in for the legal warfare of the century. It's not Comey. It's not Epstein. It's 6 Congress folk, some of them who've served military, others have served government. They actually all serve government, but this is bloody warfare we got. That being said, I'm Aldous.